Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world when this video is going up, or whatever time it is when you happen to see the video. I'm setting the intention for July 22nd, but July 22nd may have already come and gone depending on where you are in the world, or you may not see this video for a few weeks or a few months. So I'm setting the intention for a message for the next 24 hours from whenever you're meant to see it. And let's see what messages are coming up here for the collective. So we have, we've had an ongoing theme the past several days, and it continues. We have the Three of Wands, okay? The past couple of days, we've had like this theme of like, it's time to get going, going out into the unknown, and support coming along the way as we're on the journey. So a lot of movement, right? Whether this is geographical movement, or this is movement towards answering a calling, or reaching towards certain goals, but a sense of movement nonetheless. Three of Wands is a very powerful, very beautiful card that I'm very sad to see get typecast in a lot of the love readings that are out there. Somewhere along the way, somehow Three of Wands became typecast as like a third party card, like somebody is cheating, or there's like all these different people in the situation. I guess sometimes it could mean that if you read that way, but this is a card about expansion. This is a card about mental expansion. This is a card about enterprise. This is a card about successful endeavors. It's a card about putting yourself out there. The Three of Wands, traditionally here with the symbolism we see in a lot of decks, it's this guy and he's standing on the cliff and he's looking out over the sea at these ships. And so what this is supposed to be symbolic of is he's a merchant and he's put his goods on the ships and he's watching the ships sail off to take his goods to market, and he's just kind of hoping for the best. Now, back in those days, there was no changing your mind. There was no turning back. I mean, there weren't cell phones, there wasn't email. He couldn't contact that ship and say, hey, I changed my mind. I'm not ready for you to put my stuff out there. I'm not ready for people to see it. So just forget about it. Leave it in the boxes. Bring it back when you come back. I don't want that stuff going to market. It's on the ship. The ship has set sail. It's gone. It's out there. Now all we can do is hope for the best, right? So Three of Wands has that element of putting something out there and just waiting to see what comes back from it. Typically it's going to be something favorable. It's going to be something that you're like, oh wow, I have a positive return. You're putting something out into the universe, it's going to come back to you as a positive return, and that experience will also give you experience on how to continue improving, how to continue building upon it. Those merchant ships will come back with his money and the remainder of his product, and he'll say, oh, you know what, people seem to really like the blue shirts, but they didn't get so many of the yellow shirts. So next time I'll send more blue shirts out, or I'll do something more similar to this, right? Like, you figure out how to tweak things, you figure out how to perfect things. So there's that element of success in enterprise, success in self-employment, success in something that we are launching or we're putting out there. And also reminds us that this is something that cannot be taken back. Some of you may have begun or taken certain steps, and now you're wondering about like, well, this is taking a long time, or I'm tired and maybe I should go back to what I was doing before, like back in the day. I know Spirit really pushed me into doing YouTube, into doing tarot. It was not anything I ever foresaw for myself. If you would have told me that there was going to come a day that I was reading tarot full time and putting up YouTube videos, I would have been like, you are nuts. Like, I don't see that happening at all. But it came to the point where Spirit started pushing me, and I was like, this is what I have to do. This is what I'm being guided to do. And I'm so happy. I'm so much happier now than my original plan. But even on that journey, there were times when I was like, this is really frustrating. This is really stressful, right? Like maybe I just need to be in that 9 to 5. Maybe I just need to, just forget about this and, go back to working in law offices or go back to teaching. But the Three of Wands is like, you've come too far. You can't go back now. You can't go back to what you were doing before. And so some of you may find that even things have happened in work situations, in friendship situations, even in family situations that you weren't anticipating, or like you didn't want it to happen that way, but there may have been the burning of bridges. Some of you are like, now I feel like I need to go back, but the bridges are burned and I don't know what to do. Rest assured, have reassurance, have comfort that you are in the Three of Wands energy, and the message is here is those bridges are burned because you're not meant to go back. You're meant to move forward. You're meant to move forward. You're meant to move on. You've come too far to turn back around now. Negative ego is intense, but you've come too far to turn back around now. Continue to move forward. There's also a sense in the Three of Wands in terms of it could be collaborations and also mental expansion. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing things differently, and you can't go back to sleep. You can't go back to the old ways, right? There's this enlightenment. There's this mental expansion. You've grown too big to be hiding inside of that little small box. You can't get yourself back in. So keep going, keep moving forward. A lot of you may be experiencing various stages of awakening or epiphanies or realizations at this time. And I'm just gonna say this: sleep is a crucial part of this, guys. I'm very transparent with you guys. I don't sit here and act like I have all the answers or I'm in this perfect place and I know so much more than everybody else. That's not how I am. I'm on a journey just like the rest of you. And so many of you are saying, oh, your videos are helping me. Well, because I've been where you are. I know what it's like. So a lot of what I share, I'm sharing from experience. And I talk so much in the videos, sometimes the message comes up about resting, about the physical self-care. And I say clear away clutter, create a sense of ambiance in your space, take a bath if you can, or like a shower or just something. And I know typically you might bathe as a matter of hygiene, but I'm hoping we all bathe as a matter of hygiene. But like incorporate it as like something you're doing to pamper yourself. Like throw in some bubble bath or throw in some sea salt and some essential oils, or like light a candle or like whatever. Like do something that makes it that you're doing it with intention of more than just hygiene, but incorporating the spiritual aspect, the emotional aspect of connecting with the water, clearing away clutter, making sure that you're making time to eat good, healthy food that you enjoy eating, and unwinding at the end of the day, and just trying to set the intention here to get good quality sleep. That's something I've been doing lately, and I have had the most delicious sleep ever, like the best sleep in years, and I typically have insomnia. And it's helped me so much with my clarity and my focus and my ability to surrender. A lot of you who are in this Three of Wands energy, you're like, I have to move forward. I'm being pushed forward. And it can feel very scary. But if we can be in this place of balance and faith and surrender and say, okay, God, okay, universe, you're bringing me here to this path. You're bringing me here to this road. I'm going to take the steps and I'm surrendering the outcome and I'm just moving forward in faith. Life becomes so much easier and things fall into place much more quickly when we take the steps we're being guided to take, but also we're surrendered to the outcome and we have faith in the best and highest good. Things fall into place so much more quickly, and there's so much more like that stress is released. It's removed from you. The burden is taken off your shoulders. And so I can't recommend enough the importance of being sure that you're taking care of yourself and being sure that you are getting enough sleep, because sleep is a way in which we're disconnecting momentarily from this physical world and this so-called matrix, and we're connected in spirit, and we receive a lot of guidance, we receive a lot of message. Even if you don't remember your dreams, you receive guidance and message in your sleep. And so we wake up rested, we wake up calm, we wake up with a sense of knowing. And so I really, really suggest that you can try to take steps towards making sure that you're comfortable in your space. Even if you hate where you live, even if you can't stand where you live and you're trying to manifest getting out of there, the sooner you can create a sense of sanctuary and the space that is available to you, and clear away clutter, and create that sense of rest and, connecting with God, with higher self, with your guardian angels, you're going to see that you're going to manifest getting out of there much more quickly. Another thing I can tell you from personal experience. So I hope these messages are helpful, my darlings. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love readings for July are posted. Love readings for August are popping up. You may have already seen some of them. And the weekly forecasts will be popping up too. If you haven't seen the forecast for this week, those are linked in the description of the video. And I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous day ahead, and we'll see you in tomorrow's messages. Bye!